Today is a great day. You need to get excited because it's the day where you get out of golf swing jail into the land of milk and honey playing the best golf of your life. I'm talking about how you can perfect your golf swing to hit amazing golf shots. 3 simple motions you need to make for the entire golf swing to be perfect and amazing. That's it, there's 3. If there's any more going on in your golf swing, you need to check into a mental health facility. But we're chucking all those 15 million swing thoughts out the window and simplifying it down to 3 motions to master your golf swing to hit it great. Let's just dive right in. The first motion of the golf swing that's really important is the tilting of the spine to the target. The full left tilting for the right-handed player of the spine to the target. The second motion is the one you're most familiar with, where you're turning your spine or turning the shoulders. So everybody hears about turn your back to the target, turn the shoulders. And then the last motion, which is really important, is the full extending of the spine, where the spine is extending and it gives you a ton of power in the golf swing. Now let's look at how each of these pieces is important to the golf swing. The first move I need to hit it great is the tilting of the spine to the target. If we want to hit it great in the golf swing, we have to maintain our body's relationship to the ground throughout the swing. You want the club to hit the ground, you need your body to have a relationship to it. Beautiful ball divot contact comes from tilting. So my relationship is established at address. There's the relationship. When I tilt my spine, my relationship to the golf ball is maintained the same as it was at address. Some of you call this maintaining your posture or staying in your spine angle. Whatever you want to call it, you need to keep your body's relationship to the ground. That happens by tilting. Another thing you might notice is that when I tilt, it doesn't look like I'm tilting. I look pretty centered over the golf ball. Looks like a normal golf swing. But from a 45-degree angle, you see the tilt right here. There's my relationship to the golf ball. Very important move. The next really important piece is the turning of the shoulders in the golf swing. Most of us are familiar with the turning of the shoulders. You hear the phrase turn your back to the target. I use turn your chest to the right. Whatever it is, turning helps you to access power. And what I mean by that, you get the hands in behind the trail shoulder when the shoulders turn. And that helps you to get your body turning more, gets the lower body turning, gets the hips turning, upper body turning. I can take the club back far when I turn my shoulders. So it's a big power source, but it also helps you to hit crispy golf shots and draw the ball. And the last piece, which is really important, is the extending of the spine. And that's where your spine is actually extending. And this is important for a lot of reasons. One, it's a power source. Like when you see an axe chopper, extends its spine to split the wood. Extend, flex. It's a huge power source. We use that power source in the golf swing. But it's also really important that it keeps your head in place in the swing. So here's why. If I just turn my shoulders, my relationship with the golf ball doesn't happen. I got a really level shoulder turn, so I won't hit the golf ball. If I just turned, you'd see this diagonal line in my back like this. This is why it's really important to extend your spine. If I just tilted in the golf swing, my head moves down and to the left toward the target. If I just turn in the golf swing, my head moves to the right. And both of these move my head off of the golf ball. So my contact point is always going to change, but I want to hit the ground in the same spot every time for clean, crispy contact. So I need to keep my head in place, keep a steady head. Extending is the natural process that happens when you keep your head in place and you tilt and you turn. So my spine is extending to allow my head to stay in place, allow my contact point to stay in the same spot, and you're generating a ton of power to mash that golf ball. So those 3 motions are the entire golf swing. How does this look? How does this work in the golf swing now? I combine the 3 and the golf swing hits all the positions. I'm not doing anything else other than tilting, turning, extending. Now see what happens with your golf swing when you do each of these components. When I tilt, the club goes up. Okay? When I turn, the club goes in. When I extend, the club goes up. I'm now going to begin the process of tilting my spine, turning my shoulders, extending my spine at the same rate. So here we go. I'm tilting toward the target, extending my spine, extending my spine. My shoulders are turning in response to that. Top of backswing. From the face-on view, tilting my spine, keeping my head in place. Spine is extending because my head's staying in place. Shoulders are turning because they're allowed to turn since my spine is extending. Okay, 3 motions. The entire golf swing is built. I don't have to think hands, arms, different things to do with my shoulders. I don't have to think any of those things. I just eliminate a ton of swing thoughts for you because we're focusing on mastering the swing through 3 body motions of tilting, turning, extending. You need to do these motions to play great golf. What am I doing here? I'm keeping my relationship to the golf ball by tilting. As I keep tilting, my spine is extending, causing the club to go up. As I'm extending, it's building power. My shoulders are allowed to turn because I'm extending. Hands are in. I just hit all those positions. Downswing. What happens then? The opposite. So I've extended in the backswing. I need to go back into flexion, flexing on the downswing. That's a power move. So I've turned my shoulders in the backswing. I'm going to turn my shoulders back in the downswing. So I've tilted in the backswing toward the target. I'm going to tilt away from the target in the downswing. Here's what that looks like. I've created this beautiful backswing. Now I'm going to start the process of getting back into flexion again, flexing and tilting away from the target. Look what happened to the club. It goes down into this beautiful spot where you're going to draw the ball all day long. This is the money zone, right into impact. So relationship to ball maintained. And you're going to finally, you will extend in the finish. Face on view. Hips going to target because I'm going back into flexion. I'm tilting away from the target. First move the downswing right there. Turning into impact. And then finally extending. Put it all together. Put it all together. Oh, that felt so good. That's the golf swing. That's the golf swing. The mystique behind the golf swing. How does the golf swing work? This is how the golf swing works. In 3 simple body motions, you master the golf swing. Arnold Palmer, great example of somebody who used these motions. Everybody does, but he had a great swing thought. Point the lead shoulder at the ball. Keep your head in place. If you do that and keep your head in place, I'm tilting, turning, extending. I don't have to think about 3 motions. I don't want you thinking about 3 motions in the swing. That can get complicated. But I do want you to get this down to 1 swing thought that works for you. The one that works well for me is point the lead shoulder at the ball. When I do that, I find that I hit all the positions really well. And you'll do the same thing too. But the idea behind this video is that I want you playing your best golf right now. And that's what's going on in my online golf school, Segudo.golf, where people are going in there building their golf swings in a structured golf swing, golf game learning program. If you go there right now, you'll start playing the best golf of your life. Students come in there shooting 95, and while they're in the program, they're shooting 82. You're hitting the ball first. You're taking a divot on the front side of the ball. You're having so much more fun. You're hitting the ball further. You're just finally enjoying the game that you've always wanted to enjoy, but you were wondering how to enjoy it. Well, golf should be recreational. Golf should be fun. This is how we make it fun. It gets incredibly simple when you narrow down the golf swing into 3 easy-to-do motions that your body's designed to do. So Tom Segudo here showing you how to master the golf swing. If you want to play the best golf of your life, check out my website here by clicking here, Segudo.golf. $10 a month to play the best golf of your life. Golf game learning program. It will change your life. Click here to subscribe to my channel for more awesome content. And here are 2 selections from the Segudo Golf Archives designed to help you play your best golf right now. Thanks for tuning in. Have a rockin' week.